and leaving the door open to heat the house because they had no other source of heat. And we were able to just buy a cheap electric heater. And, you know, it made a world of difference. I mean, the risk, she had 2 little children
Mhm.
living there with her. It just freaks me out thinking about it, but.
And there are other resources that just touch you. Year after year, some of the Knights of Columbus, these little old men that you wouldn't even imagine out chopping wood, are out there chopping wood. They're out there chopping wood and delivering it to these families. And so those are the things that really touch me, is when you see people just coming in wanting to help. What can I do? Or bringing blankets, hats, scarves every year. I mean, we get hundreds and hundreds of sets of hats and scarves, and it's just amazing because, you know, one person's helping another. We had a lady at the front counter one time looking for a specific size of pull-ups, you know, when they're out of diapers but not potty trained yet, and we didn't happen to have that size. And a lady 2 people behind her said, I have some at home, I'll go get them really quick, just wait here, and rushed home and got them and brought them back. And that's what I get to see every day working at the center, that a lot of people just don't see. And I think centers like this don't work in every community, but this community, it really works. We have a giving table. People bring things in all the time for us to put on that table and share. And, you know, somebody will have a garage sale, and when they're done, whatever's left, instead of taking it to the Goodwill, they'll bring it to our table, and they'll still have these little price stickers on it. People come up and try to pay for it, and we're telling them, no, it's free.
Take it.
We just don't have time to take all the stickers off. So that really touches us. And every time that it seems like we're out.
She won't stop now.
Every time it seems like we're out of something or down, you know, really in need, it comes to the door somehow. And even for us, somebody donated a used fax machine the other day, and I said, you know, I haven't seen a fax machine that old in a while, but ours is really not doing very well, and the next day ours died. So I hooked that one up today, and it works. So, you know, we get printers and, you know, different things. We've given computers to families that are homeschooling their kids, or there's an autistic girl that comes in and she loves to shop. She's used to the clothing closet, so we keep some things on hand for her to go downstairs and shop with her mom, and she just, you know, loves it. And it's a little thing, you know, that makes a big difference to her, so she's very happy when she comes there. So
Yeah.
The 10,000 is cash out general fund, correct? And then we're also subsidizing the space over there, is that correct?
RJ, do you know what direct costs we have for the facility itself?
Not offhand, I can get that for you now.
I mean,
Utilities.
We don't charge rent, correct?
Right.
$1 a year,
$1 a year, okay.
if we get it.
So do we know what the fair market value is for that?
To rent that space? We don't know that.
We can probably find out.
I work with you guys in a lot of arenas, a lot of different nonprofits that I've been in. One of the things we're faced with, though, is there's going to have to be budget cuts in the next budget. And one of the reasons we want to have you here is because we want to be a partner. Because everyone's going to have to sacrifice in this budget. And so, you know, as we proceed down this road, the next budget, you know, definitely, you know, we want to make sure that your voice is a part of that. Because we do have this history, we do have this relationship. But also just kind of keep that in mind too, as we're looking. I don't think there's going to be a program or a target that's not going to be touched in one way or the other, just financially. So just keep that in mind, if you would. But I do appreciate what you guys do. Thank you for being here.
thanks for having us. And if any of you would ever just like to come over and do a little tour, it changes all the time, so you might want to pop in once in a while. Be happy to show you around and show you what we do and what our partners do. So
It's also a really nice resource for city employees who come across a family that they can't help. I know there was one time where this really struggling, and this wasn't the city of Washougal. She was a struggling single mom with 2 little kids, and she's headed up this hill on a snowy, icy night when it was a snow routes only, and the car died. And so she got the kids out of the car and hiked home from there, but then got a $200 ticket because she parked in a snow zone. And, you know, it was really nice to be able to help out the city. They could waive the fine, but, you know, here was somebody who really couldn't pay that fine. So we have some usefulness in helping out in oddball situations as well.
Any other questions? Anything on specific programs? Dave, you don't look old or little. So if you're out there chopping wood, I'll be there with you.
I think I classify with the gray hair, so we're gonna have to educate Renee.
Thank you for being
The
here.
old people. Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, thank you for the handouts as well.
Yep.
Okay, Trevor.
6-year transportation improvement plan. So as part of the draft agenda bill packet for the 6-year TIP update, you'll see the bike and pedestrian proposed projects first, BP4 through BP9, which is just bicycle ped priority. We removed the pedestrian tunnel off of this chart. Last year, the Shepherd Road, if I recall correctly, was actually moved up by council. It was down closer to 3 or 4 and was moved up to priority 1 behind the pedestrian tunnel at that point. So Shepherd Road pedestrian and bike improvements, that's along the whole north side of the river from River Road to City of Camas city limits. H Street sidewalk, ADA ramps, north side 28th to 32nd. Just to the north of that on I Street was completed a few years ago with community development block grant money. An extension of that project. Evergreen Way pedestrian pathway 32nd to east city limits. J Street sidewalks near Gauze Elementary School and High School, 17th Street and K Street. Major roadway shifting to MR 1 through 7. SR 14, 15th, 27th, and 32nd. 15th is, of course, Washougal River Road. Stiles Road, 32nd Street improvement with sidewalks, priority 2. 27th Street extension, that's the on and off ramp at 27th Street, including a flyover from Main Street to E Street. E Street Road Diet, which is close to going to advertisement. And C Street at 15th intersection improvement right here where there's a right turn only, the half split diamond.
Trevor, do we need to change dates on the project schedules on a couple of them?
Yes, that'll be updated before the 19th, and then the recommended action on August 2nd would be to update it.
Well, so Trevor, the next time we're gonna have these discussions on this again, right? This isn't the,
Yeah, what I had talked about with David was potentially if there's time on the July 31st retreat to be able to discuss this a little bit further. I know we've got a few elected officials and weren't able to attend this evening.
could we get a hot map the next time that we look at these, so that way I can.
Just color coded.
Yeah, just look at a map and say, oh yeah, that's where that's at, just kind of.
Yeah. Yep. Also, a portion of that is the neighborhood projects, which most of the emphasis on those N1 through N10